we're going to do some Polynesian style myth.
Maori specific. We're doing Maori myth.
And we're talking about the sun and the moon. Well, actually, just mostly the moon.
Where?
It's...
Maori? What is that?
Maori is just a
cultural group.
From... New Zealand.
Okay, I was just curious about, I'm looking at, globe in my mind right now, and I just want to know where. With your vivid imagery.
The location doesn't stay on Earth, so
okay,
you'll see in a minute. Okay.
Of course it doesn't. It's
well,
Betsy's story.
Because we're talking about the sun and the moon here. Mostly the moon.
You couldn't see it, but I rolled my eyes. Yeah.
Well,
it's really interesting to me. Side note, Maori myth.
The sun is a chick and the moon is a dude, which is, it's usually inverted a little more often.
For traditional
symbolism. A little
symbolism.
unusual setup.
Yeah.
So, establishing that, there's this chick named Rona, and she's been sent out in the middle of the night to get water. See?
Right.
And the moon, which is a dude named Marama, sees her and kind of sort of hunches down to get a better look at her.
The moon hunches down?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really stupid because he's trying to be like ninja and get a better look.
Now you say that, but I imagine the moon from Majora's Mask, if you know the one, and it's just getting really close to the ground, it's making the earth
terrifying
oblong.
leering face.
Exactly, and he's just I just want a little peek.
I just want to look at this better look at her. I'll be discreet as I glow in the dark.
It's closer. What you were saying?
Anyway, he hunches down to get a better look at her. He hunches behind some trees, so she doesn't notice that he's looking at her. But he was the light by which she was seeing to do the work that she was doing. Right. So all of a sudden, the lights go out while she's getting water, and she can't see. So she can't see where she's going, and she trips on a twig, and then she cusses out the moon. What good are you? You have one job and you suck at it.
You're indecisive on where you want to be at any given moment.
And the moon is embarrassed by that, and he goes, and he gets all ticked off. And he decides to do what any deity would do in this situation, and he kidnaps her.
I'm having trouble personifying the moon because it, you say kidnapping, but it doesn't have arms or anything. I mean, whatever. I mean, for the sake of the story, whatever.
Well, actually, there's an answer for this. He kidnaps her, and he one version of the story is he places her inside of his mouth.
That doesn't sound
or whatever
incorrect.
Existence, and Rona is the person, the shape in the moon, and she's eternal spherical timeout. At least that's one of the versions that I read. There's another version where he's somehow the moon and also lives on the moon, which was weird.
How old is this story, by the way? I'm just curious.
No, it's just really old.
Okay, well, we'll put that down on the book. We'll mark that as really old. Betsy Lee's really old
It's
tales.
old enough to have a couple different versions, so...
Exactly. So it's, 3 years if it was on the internet.
So, the second ending is actually they go to the moon.
Yeah.
And he is the moon. I imagine a guy that rides on top of the moon, like it's a horse. I
was about to say
he's
he's got a cowboy outfit on. He's like, howdy, ma'am.
And so they hang out on the moon and they're arguing, and they I don't know. I guess they enjoy arguing so much they get married to go on arguing more conveniently, and then Rona gets to be in charge of the tides. There's the guy in charge of glowing on the moon and the chick who's in charge of the tides. I like that one better because it leads into another story where Rona's old husband goes and picks a fight with the moon. for stealing his wife.
I imagine he goes out and he's like, "Hey y'all," and the moon just like it zooms out and the moon's massive and just goes like, poof, it just smashes him into the ground. I love
It's
how
actually an eternal smash fest where
That
the
sounds
husband
inappropriate.
takes turns. Husband and him both take turns punching each other in the face, and that's why we have the moon waning, because every time he gets punched in the face, he shrinks a little. And that's why we have different phases. And then they both get tired out and wait and heal up, and then they go into another punch fest again.
It's like an endless boxing match. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is two versions of how Maori explains the moon doing its thing.
I just love the complacency of the woman, Rona, is it?
Yes.
Who's just like, oh yeah, I mean, like I'll go with the moon, I guess, and I'm just going to argue with him continuously, or continually. That's the word.